Aesop's Stories. Number 66. The Statue Bargain. Once upon a time, Mercury, the swift messenger of the gods, decided he wanted to find out how much people liked him. To do this, he changed his appearance to look like a human, and went to visit a place where an artist made statues. This place was filled with many sculptures, each more detailed and beautiful than the last. Mercury walked around admiring the different statues. He saw two that were especially grand, one of Jupiter, the king of the gods, and the other of Juno, the queen. Curious, Mercury asked the artist, "How much do you want for these two statues?" The artist looked at them and told Mercury the price, which seemed quite a lot. Then Mercury, feeling a bit cheeky, pointed to a statue of himself. "And how much for this one?" he asked, expecting the artist to praise it more and ask for a higher price. "This one is of me, the messenger of the gods, the one who helps you in your work." The artist, not recognizing Mercury in his human disguise, simply smiled and said, "Oh, if you buy those two, I'll give you that one for free." Mercury was surprised by this. He had expected the artist to value his statue the most because of his important role among the gods and mortals. However, the artist's response taught him a valuable lesson about humility and the way he was seen by others. Number 67. The Dangers of Pride. Once upon a time on a big farm, there were two roosters who were always arguing about who was the strongest. They were both very proud and wanted to prove that they were the best in the farmyard. One sunny day, they decided it was time to settle their argument once and for all. They started to fight, flapping their wings and pecking at each other fiercely. The battle was long and loud. The other animals on the farm watched from a distance, afraid to get too close. Finally, one of the roosters, tired and beaten, decided he could not fight any longer. He ran off to hide in a quiet corner of the farmyard, feeling very sad and embarrassed. He had lost the fight. The winning rooster was very happy. He had proven that he was the strongest. Feeling proud of himself, he jumped onto a high wall. He wanted everyone to see him and know that he was the champion. He flapped his wings and crowed as loud as he could, telling the whole world about his victory. But while he was busy showing off, he didn't see an eagle flying high above the farm. The eagle, seeing the rooster on the wall and hearing his loud crowing, saw an opportunity for an easy meal. With a swift move, the eagle swooped down, grabbed the proud rooster with its strong talons, and flew away. The rooster's pride had made him an easy target. As soon as the other rooster saw that the eagle had taken his rival away, he came out of his hiding place. He was no longer sad or embarrassed, because he knew that being the strongest wasn't the most important thing. He realized that it was better to be safe and wise than to be proud and foolish. From that day on, he was the only rooster in the farmyard. He took care of the hens and made sure everyone was safe. He never forgot the lesson he learned, that pride can lead to trouble, and it's better to live quietly without showing off. Number 68. Accepting change. In a large green field lived a strong and proud horse named Charger. Charger was no ordinary horse. He was a war horse known for his bravery and strength in battles. He wore shiny armor and was taken care of by a soldier who made sure he was always in top condition. Charger loved the excitement of battle and the attention he got. However, as years passed, Charger grew older. His once powerful legs weren't as strong as they used to be, and he couldn't run as fast. Because of this, he could no longer be a war horse. Instead, he was sent to work at a mill pulling a heavy stone around all day to grind grain into flour. It was a big change from the thrilling battles he was used to. Charger was very unhappy with his new job. He missed the days when he was a war horse, wearing his beautiful armor and charging into battle. He said to the miller, the man who owned the mill, "I used to be admired by everyone. I had a soldier to take care of me, and I wore armor from head to tail. Why did I ever think this work at the mill would be better than being in a battle?" The miller, a wise man who had seen many things in his life, listened to Charger's complaints. He understood how hard it was for Charger to accept this change. Then he said to Charger, "It's normal to remember the good old days and wish things hadn't changed, but life is like that for everyone, not just for you. We all have good times and bad times. The important thing is to make the best of the situation we are in now." Charger thought about what the miller said. He realized that complaining about the past wouldn't help him feel better or change his situation. He started to look for the good in his new life. He noticed that the mill was peaceful, and he enjoyed the steady rhythm of walking in circles. He also saw that he was doing important work, helping to make flour for bread that people needed to eat. As time went on, Charger began to accept his new role. He found joy in the simple work at the mill and in the company of the kind miller who took good care of him. Charger learned that change is a part of life, and that by accepting it, he could find happiness in new ways. Number 69. Wisdom over popularity. In a large, lush forest, all the animals decided they wanted a king to lead them. They thought having a king would make their forest a better place to live. So they organized a grand event where any animal could show their skills and explain why they should be the king. During the event, a monkey stepped forward. He was not the biggest or the strongest animal, but he was very entertaining. He danced, flipped, and made jokes, making all the other animals laugh and cheer. They were so delighted by his performance that they decided right then and there to make him their king. The monkey was overjoyed and accepted the crown with pride. However, not all the animals were happy with this decision. A fox, known for her cleverness and cunning, was especially jealous. She couldn't believe that the monkey, just because he could entertain, was chosen to be the king. Thinking of a way to prove that the monkey was not fit to be king, the fox devised a plan. She found a piece of meat inside a trap and went to the monkey to tell him about her discovery. She said, "Oh, great king, I have found a treasure in the forest. I wanted you, our leader, to have it first. It's a sign of how rich our kingdom is." The monkey, flattered and curious, followed the fox to the place where the meat was. Without thinking of the danger, he reached for the meat only to find himself caught in the trap. Feeling trapped and foolish, the monkey accused the fox of tricking him on purpose. The fox, with a sly smile, replied, "Oh, monkey, if you can be so easily fooled, how can you expect to be a good king for all the animals?" The other animals, hearing about what happened, realized that being entertaining was not enough to be a good leader. They learned that wisdom and caution are more important qualities for someone who leads others. From that day on, the animals decided they would choose their leaders, not by how much they were entertained, but by the wisdom and strength of character the candidates showed. And the monkey, a bit wiser himself from the experience, went back to doing what he did best, making others laugh, but no longer as their king. Number 70. The importance of kindness and respect. In a land filled with kingdoms and battles, there lived a brave horse soldier and his loyal horse. Throughout the wars they faced dangers together, with the horse carrying the soldier into battle, galloping swiftly and dodging enemy attacks. The soldier took great care of his horse, feeding him the best hay and corn, understanding that his horse was not just an animal, but a partner in battle, a friend who helped him survive. However, when the wars came to an end and peace covered the land, the soldier's attention to his horse changed. He no longer saw his horse as a brave companion, but as a mere animal to be used for labor. The horse, who had once eaten the finest meals, was now given only chaff to eat, the poorest quality of food. He was also made to carry heavy loads of wood, enduring hard work and poor treatment. The once proud and strong horse grew weak and tired. But peace did not last forever. War drums sounded once again, calling the soldier to prepare for battle. Excited by the prospect of glory and victory, the soldier dressed in his heavy armor and decorated his horse with military trappings, ready to ride into battle as they had before. However, When the soldier tried to mount his horse, expecting him to carry him into battle with the same strength and speed as before, the horse collapsed under the weight. The once mighty horse, now weak and overburdened, could not stand, let alone carry the soldier into battle. Looking up at his master, the horse said, "You have treated me poorly, feeding me bad food and making me work too hard. I'm no longer the strong horse I once was. You have turned me into nothing more than a weak donkey. How can you expect me to carry you into battle now? You must go on foot, for I cannot help you as I once did." The soldier realized his mistake too late. He understood that by neglecting and mistreating his horse, he had lost a faithful friend and a crucial ally in battle. The soldier learned that kindness and respect are not just for times of need, but should be constant, in peace and in war.